lots to like. And I think that's the overall is once we take away what they could have done with these picks and just focus on the picks, you're like, the Islanders did pretty damn well at this draft. I can't see anyone crapping on them.
No, I mean, it was, they've had a lot of crap thrown their way because of the prospect pool being barren. And they had 3 picks in the top 61. And I think, as you mentioned, got a guy in Cole Eiserman who's looked at as a very, very good, potential goal scorer here. Bednarak, I like his potential as maybe more of like a grinder at the next level. Yeah. And then a guy in Pulkkinen who's a little bit older but is huge and skates really well. So, and then the goalies, right? Like, I think there's stuff to like from this draft class. And I do think the prospect pool improved a lot. I'm not saying they jumped up to like they're the best one in the league now, but they went from not having much to, okay, there's, a little bit more now.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see going forward what this means. But yeah, we're probably like the 24th overall now, which again means absolutely nothing. Yeah, he is the best goal scorer in this draft. It's not even close. So as a consolation prize, like you said, this is a pretty good one. You got the best goal scorer available. And he fell to you. He wasn't supposed to go 20th overall. We can argue about how far down he should have gone in the draft, but he should not have gone 20th. He was there. And I think that kind of helped the Islanders make their decision. Like, we could try to make a trade. We don't really like what we have to give up to make this trade work, because I'm sure Lou was on the phone trying to make something happen and just couldn't with the assets he had here at the draft. And so he's looking at, I could do something I don't like, or I can draft a kid that I never had any right drafting in the first place. That would be great for our system. Maybe not today, but in a couple of years, fine. And so you get a guy who's, again, elite in terms of goal scoring. But there's a one-dimensional aspect to his game, which is just pure goal scorer. Look at his assist numbers. They are not good. I think he had 9 assists for the U.S. National Development Program before going into the USHL this year. Not great. And we've gone down this road before, right? With Kiefer Bellows and Oliver Wahlstrom. Same type of player, same developmental path, right? I did the video and the breakdown in terms of the goals in the same draft year in the same league. Hopefully third time's a charm here.
Yeah, you hope so. And I remember at the time feeling very good about Kiefer Bellows in that class and feeling good about Oliver Wahlstrom. So I hope it's not like, again, a repeat process of what we've seen now. Luckily, I guess I'll say luckily here. Lou only drafted one of those guys. Lou didn't draft Kiefer Bellows. He did take Oliver Wahlstrom. True. That was his first draft in 2018, but did not draft Bellows in 2016. So maybe that could potentially be a difference here. But as you mentioned, he shouldn't have been there at 20. And Lou even said if he knew at the time that this guy was going to be there at pick 18, they probably wouldn't have made that trade and slide down a couple spots.
Which is fine. Now you get 2 second-round picks, which we'll get to. And this kind of Ataratu situation all over again, right? Like, a guy falls to you, you're like, well, we had no right drafting this kid to begin with, so yes, thank you very much. And I did like the comments that even Yzerman himself had made, speaking about the Islanders, going, they respect my kind of way of my way of playing, which I thought was interesting, right? Like, it seems that Lou Lamoriello very much a dinosaur, going like, you have to play our way or else. Shades of Joshua saying right there. And he seems completely adaptable to the way this kid plays the game.
Or I have a flip side of the coin take on this one, I think. What if this is slowly becoming Patrick Waugh's team?
Oh.
Not as much like he's still the coach, right? But like, if he's having more say and more involvement in the direction they are going, than Lou, who's older and as we know, but is still the president and the GM. But maybe he's giving in to he hired Patrick Waugh and was like, we want to build the team, we want to transition and get to your style kind of, and I'm gonna listen to your input in a way.
That's an interesting take because I think there's actually something to it. I know we've said multiple times like he being Patrick Roy, not jumping into the GM role. Not today. Soon, Lou is what, 82 years old, and we've seen other 82-year-olds not do very well. Okay, so yeah, and Lou looks quite capable.
Something
I don't know. Lou was chewing that gum pretty damn good at the draft there. He looked fine.
Okay.
But at some point, he's not going to because Father Time is undefeated. So it makes sense. And Lou has done some very un-Lou-ish things, right? Kyle McLean, contract out there right away. What? That's not Lou thing. Talking about even Tsiplikov, right? Earlier yesterday, even saying, I didn't sign him to play in Bridgeport. Whoa. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're this forthcoming, but this is not the Lou I'm used to.
No, not at all. But that tells me, which I anticipated him being somewhere in the lineup. I penciled him in on the fourth line, but maybe they view him as someone who could play higher up in the lineup than that, even potentially.
I still worry. I'm not a huge fan of Tsiplikov skating, but apparently they're fine with it. So, and they've got more than I do. I'm obviously not in that position. I'm not paying the money they're paid to make the decisions they make. And I hope that they're right. But again, it speaks to Lou hasn't really been the same for like 3 months now. If you like that, make sure to subscribe to Up the Turnpike on Patreon for more exclusive New York Islanders content.